welcome to my cartoon style fork and knife modeling tutorial. So let's get ready to surface! Okay, here we are with a brand new scene. Have a look at our drawing. So what we need basically, there are three parts: the handle, fork, knife, and I have already prepared an Illustrator file, an SVG. This guy, you can download it from the description. So let's import the fork SVG, import append, just press OK, and there you have it. First thing I would like to do is center it in the top view. Let's hide the solid and let's have a look at our fork. And there are some things I would like to fix. There are far too many points. I don't need that many. We can delete this one, for example. Here, this point, let's double click to make it to a... Now we can keep on simplifying the fork. Because if we delete this one right away, we will lose the whole shape. Therefore, let's double click. Make tangent to this point. So therefore, let's press GX. Press Ctrl. Let's see what else we can delete. Here are far too many control points. Let's double click this one and then delete this one. Here is still too much stuff going on. Here maybe, and this guy, this control points should also be tangent to this one. When we mirror the whole drawing over, that we have a cool tangency there. This transition is flawless. Go to edge mode and see what we have so far. If we mirror this over, you can see that this part is too thick in comparison to these parts. This looks better now. I think I will go with this one. Now let's select these two curves, join them, and now we can bring back our solid, and all these parts are too big. Press SS 0.1, so make it smaller. This cube is also far too big. And now we can cut this cube with this shape of the fork. Therefore go to solid mode, select this one, press C for cut, and the fork. We don't need the outer part, we can delete it. Let's go to left view or right view. Yeah, let's go to right view. Again, create a line, a spline curve maybe. I guess you know by now what I am trying to do. I want to have this curvature of a fork when we look from the side view. Let's select this guy, G, Z, bring it to the same height as this point, pressing Ctrl. And of course, do your adjustments according to your liking, because as you know, there are 6 million different shapes of forks and knives and spoons and whatnot. Bring this one out. Right view, let's cut this guy, this one, pressing C, and then the line, delete this one, and now we have a smooth surface of a fork. But we just need this surface, not the thickness. This surface, press Shift D, bring this one slightly up, go to solid mode, we don't need this one anymore. Now in solid mode, select this guy, press F, and look for thicken sheet. Thicken it. This should do the job. Let's select the first edge. Let's try 5 and 5. And on the bottom also. Yeah, now we have a fork, but I don't like the tip. Let's create a line, pressing Shift A. And this line should start here and end here. Okay, bring it to somewhere here. And let's look from the right view. And the reason for positioning it like this is that we can cut all three tips with this angle. So therefore press SS and make this line bigger. Go to solid mode, select this, select the fork, press C for cut. Then select this line. Now we can get rid of all three tips. Go to face mode, select these three faces, Shift X for deleting. And now let's select this one and press Shift J with G1 continuity. Select this one, call it fork. So that's it for the fork. You can hide these two. We don't need this one. We can take these two curves and press Ctrl G and call them construction lines. So you can always go back and recreate your fork with these two lines and a few adjustments. Okay, next step is importing the SVG for the knife. Just press OK. And again, this is huge, SS.1. Bring it also to the center. So it's approximately the same dimensions as the fork. And here again, let's play a little bit with the shape. Since this is a cartoon knife, I don't want to have any sharp edges. Fillet this one, BD, make something like this. BD, this can be filleted quite a bit. And of course, the zigzag, fillet this one also. So everything is round and cute. Let's go to face mode, select this one, press E to extrude. Distance 10, let's make 11. I will tell you why in a minute. We don't need this curve for now. Go to face mode, select this one and extrude it as well. Select this edge, fillet it. So we have a smooth transition. Alt, select this edge and fillet it 5 millimeters. So 5 millimeters here on the top part. Do the same for the bottom. Now you can see why I have chosen 11 millimeters. So we can fillet on both sides with 5 millimeters. Okay, that's it. The knife is also ready. Okay, I want these endings to be approximately the same so we can apply the same handle. Let's simply thicken this one by scaling along the Z-axis. Thickness is okay. And the second thing I'd like to adjust is this width and simply squeeze it along the x-axis. So make this one shorter. There is no need for resurfacing stuff or anything fancy. Just squeeze it and eyeball it. I mean, we could make it also super precise, but like I said, there is no need for that. Yeah, that looks okay. The third thing I will model is the handle. Therefore, let's have a look. We have something like this. It's also straightforward. We will draw a curve like so, revolve it around such an axis, and then simply create some spheres and stretch them so that we have spheres, which we can then use as Boolean cutters to carve this one out. And that's it. I will hide the knife for now and use this one as a reference, the fork. Place it like so, so that the root of the fork exactly at the center of the scene origin. Okay, let's start with the fun part. This time let's use this one, the control point curve. Again, use as few control points as possible. So the fewer control points you have, the cleaner curves you got. So this one looks okay. Let's go to control point mode and make our fine adjustments. I want this one again to be tangent. Select these two and make the necessary adjustments. Maybe we can make also here these two guys tangent. So let's press G, Z, press Ctrl. Okay, that looks okay, I guess. Or just let's make a test revolve. So select this guy and revolve is this guy, I think. Yeah. So select this or just simply press F, revolve. Now, plasticity asks you to define the center point from where it can start revolving this curve. So that's the first point. Second point is along the y-axis. Let's see how we are looking. We are looking too, I'm not sure, it's too fat. So let's delete it. Again, revolve. First point, second point along the y-axis. So what happens if we take this guy and make it bigger? With the pivot point here at the center. So press S, V for changing the pivot point. Don't worry about the transition, we will make a pipe here. So something like this one. Yeah, for now let's leave it like this and let's see how it looks with the transition. So Shift D, okay. P for pipe. Let's make a big fat pipe. Select this guy and scale it along the x-axis. So making it, if you look from the top view, slightly narrower. S, X, and along the y-axis. Okay, that looks okay, and I don't care about this transition here because the tip of the fork is somehow mounted to the ring. And now I will concentrate on these ellipses. So let's first of all create a sphere on the y-axis. So I want to scale it along the x-axis and along the z-axis, but not y. So let's press S, Shift Y, scale like so. Yeah, something like this. And make your fine-tuning. Okay, let's array this thing around this handle. So let's search for F, radial array, and let's array it here around this center, but 8 is too much. Let's try something like 5. 5 looks okay. Select this solid, Q. So this is our target body, and then select the tool body. I call it cutter. So this one, then shift select to select multiple tool bodies. Press OK and see what we get. We get a sheet. Control Z. So let's see what we have here. This guy is still a sheet. We need to close the top. So Shift H. Yeah, it's still open. Select this loop, this edge. Shift J and patch hole. Now it's a solid. And now we can do our boolean. Bring back the rest, pressing Alt H. If we go to edge mode and select all the edges, press B and D. No, I don't like how this is looking. So the carvings, they are too large and the fillets are too small. To Control Z, go to the part before the filleting, delete 4 of them and make this one smaller, or not smaller but bring it further out. Unfortunately, when toggling on the X-ray mode, we can't see this intersection, so we have to eyeball stuff. This time I will use here this radial array instead of searching in the command menu, so you can also see where the tools are. So select this one, Q. Again, select these cutters, and this looks much better. And if we go to edge mode and select all the edges, pressing Shift and BD, now we can fill it, make big juicy fillets. Yeah, this looks better. Let's select this handle, duplicate it, activate the knife. Sorry, delete it, duplicate both parts. Position the knife. So we can't do something like this, then the knife would be far too long. Check your knives. They aren't that long in comparison to your fork. So there is something like this. They are slightly longer, and therefore there is a difference here at the handle. The handle of forks and spoons are similar, but the handle of knives, they are shorter. The knives themselves are longer. So let's look from the front view. Bring this guy to the middle by pressing Ctrl. Exactly at the middle of the handle, this guy. Bring it to somewhere here. And if we go ahead and create a line, then we can use this line as a cutter for cutting this handle. Press C, then select the line as a cutter, press OK, get rid of this part. Now we have something like this. That looks okay. And the next step is taking these guys to Blender, giving them some colors. By the way, let's name these solids. Now we have our 6 solids and we will import them in Blender. Here in Blender with Blender Bridge, open, only visible activated, we simply press refresh and see what we get. Okay, the last step is applying some basic materials to them. After having made some adjustments concerning the origin. So this guy, for example, let's press Shift S and to geometry here, to geometry. And now let's make some parenting stuff. So we can take these two guys and parent it to this one. The same goes for the fork. I have appended the red transparent material which we used for the strawberry, if you remember. And I have already given a basic HDRI. So these are the steps you can do by yourself. You can apply the materials you like. I will just go with the one I mentioned. I took the red transparent material and turned it into a blue one. And I will link this to the knife also. And I took the basic metallic one which we used for the rivets of the chucks, if you remember. Link materials, and that's it.